morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 240. We are completing this section of what is salvation, and 10 lessons, just like that. So today's lesson is fear is not justified in any form. For me, this lesson is just a reworking and a restating of lesson 48, which says there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Fear is not justified in any form. The first line says fear is deception. What is deception? Deception is a false idea. It's a lie. It's a falsehood. It's something that is being given to us to deceive us. Fear tries to deceive us. In fact, it does deceive us by giving us a world that is built on smoke and mirrors, which is why fear is not justified in any form, because it's an idea that cannot be supported. Remember, fear is simply an idea. It's a wrong-minded idea. It's an idea that is a mistaken idea, but it's simply an idea. And it cannot be justified because there's no foundation to it. Fear, it attests that you have seen yourself as you could never be, and therefore look upon a world which is impossible. An idea doesn't leave its source. So if my idea is that of fear, it doesn't leave its source, but it will influence everything I look at. Everything I look at will be tainted by the idea of fear within my mind, and it will deceive me. I will see a world that is not real. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Not one thing in that world is true. It does not matter what the form in which it may appear. It doesn't matter what I look at, what I think I'm seeing. All of it is simply a deception. It witnesses that world, that fear, but to your own illusions of yourself. The idea doesn't leave its source. And how I am thinking of me is going to influence what I see and how I react to what I see and what I believe is actually real. Let us not be deceived today. Let us not be in a world of deception today. Let us be in a world of truth. We are the sons of God. I am as God created me. There is no fear in us. We are each a part of love itself. There is no fear in me. Fear is a false idea. It is not part of who I am because it is not part of God, and I am as God created me. In lesson 48, there's a wonderful line that says, the presence of fear is a sure sign you're trusting in your own strength. Your own strength is based in fear. Your own strength is that my own strength is that I have separated myself from the magnitude of the strength of God. I don't want to do that today. That is a foolish thought. And then the second part starts by saying, how foolish are our fears? Would you allow? And this is, really speaking to the elder brother or speaking to God himself. Would you allow your son to suffer? And we can even just, again, ask that of the world, of the universe, of anyone. Would you allow your son to suffer? Would you allow your child to suffer? Give us faith today to recognize your child, your son, and set him free. Let us forgive him in your name, that we may understand his holiness and feel the love for him, which is your own as well, that we will feel the love for our sons, for our daughters, for our children, for all living things. We do not want anything to suffer. We want to come from thoughts of salvation and peace where there is no sorrow and no pain. We don't want to come out of a thought of terror and fear, which will only lead us to unrest and unhappiness. Now, would you allow your son, your child, anyone to suffer? No, we will not. And I did not allow Isabella to suffer. My one kitty, Isabella, crossed the Rainbow Bridge yesterday after I had recorded the lesson. It was her time. If she had stayed here, she would have suffered. I would not allow that because of the unconditional love for her. The unconditional love that our Father has for us is the same. He will not allow us to suffer, and He gives us all of the means that are possible for us to experience His love in everything and everywhere. That's it for today. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please pray, please comment. Please be here tomorrow when we start a new section, a new relevant thought that what is the world? What is the world? So that's all. Have a lovely day. Namaste.